I never reached out to her, and now I'll never get to. I push aside the thoughts and focus on how I can make a difference in her daughter's life. Ember has already started to relax around me, a stranger until the day her mom was murdered, and I'm growing in my role as her guardian. It isn't the life either of us saw for ourselves, her without a mom, and me at only 25 raising her, but we'll make it work. Not just because we have to, but because we're Brannon women. We've got this. I straighten a framed photo on the table and flip through a scrapbook from Claire's childhood. No pictures of me. I didn't come along until she was 15. Ember's age now. She appears from the doorway. "Save me." Okay, I got lost in thought. Ember throws me an exasperated glance. "She's telling me about where Mom was conceived." I burst out laughing. "It's not funny." And it's also probably not what really happened. She thinks the Vietnam War is still happening. "Just hurry. People are going to mess all that stuff up anyway. We already got pictures when it looked perfect." We make our way down the aisle, and I look around to make sure everything in here is as it should be. Hundreds of flowers, check. Poster-sized portraits from Claire's life, check. Screen for the slideshow, check. The shiny reddish-brown casket, check. My stomach knots. It's so archaic to have a dead body in a room that's going to be full of people. I'd have opted for an urn, which is still morbid but less so, but our dad already paid for caskets and our places in the family plot. He'd been nothing if not practical. I take a seat on the front pew with the last of my living relatives, Mom and Ember. It hits me again that my mother really is gone. Mentally, as she rambles on about an episode of I Love Lucy. It's hard to tell if she actually did just watch it or if she saw it many years ago. On the other side of her, Ember looks lost in thought as she plays with a tassel on her teal dress. It had been Claire's. We'd found it in the closet when going through my sister's old room. Just as my mom is wrapping up her summary of the show, voices sound. I turn to them. "Sounds like people are here. Let's greet them." Mom's dull eyes light up. "I sure hope Jack makes it. He was so nice to me when you brought me to your house." Ember and I exchange a wide-eyed glance. We had brought her to the house. She hadn't recognized the place she'd lived for at least 50 years, but nobody else was there with us. Then a chill runs through me that has nothing to do with my still damp dress. My uncle's name had been Jack, but he'd passed away before any of us met him. His bedroom is locked on the second floor. Dad had never wanted anyone to go in and mess it up. "Mom, how old is Jack?" She looks deep in thought, but that doesn't mean she's thinking about my question. More voices sound from the foyer. I clear my throat. "We should go greet the guests." Mom turns to Ember. "I'd say he was about your age, Lucinda." "I'm Ember, Grandma." Goosebumps run down my arm at my mother's words. My niece and her obsession with ghosts is getting to me. I'd take my mom's ramblings with a grain of salt, but what were the chances of her rambling about my uncle? Thinking she'd just seen him this morning? There isn't time to worry about it. I loop my hands around their arms and lead them back toward the foyer. There is a small crowd gathered at this point. I don't recognize anyone, but that isn't surprising. I just moved back to town after being gone since I was 18. We make small talk, and Ember introduces me to some of Claire's colleagues and their old neighbors. I tried to keep names straight, but it isn't like I'll see most of them after today. The door opens, and in walks a familiar face, one that makes my heart skip a beat. Detective Graham Felton. He had been the lead officer trying to solve my sister's murder. Since the case officially closed, we've gone on a few dates. Nothing serious, neither of us want a relationship, but I can't deny the growing attraction. But I need to. There are too many other things to focus on, not the least of which is raising Ember, or even just getting through this search.